drinking next? Well, that one went so well, we can't disappoint you, so we're going to disappoint ourselves. Maybe. I want you to get a good zoom in on this stuff and see what it is called, ladies and gentlemen. Bile.
Let the scatological humor begin.
Well, show us the beer on the side because it is unfiltered, baby. Show that up to the light, my friend.
That's some. Oh my God! It's got sediment. Check out the sediment.
Oh man.
It's got chunks.
It's chunks.
Chunky.
Now this is brewered, not brewed, but brewered, because apparently that's a past tense verb, and bottled by the Obolon Brewery, Fastov in Ukraine.
Okay, so this
is Eastern Bloc. This is Eastern Bloc beer.
So it could be radioactive.
That might be chunks of the Berlin Wall in there. You never know.
It could be little bits and pieces from certain parts of Ukraine that you can't go into without biohazard suits.
There might be this might contain Brezhnev's ashes.
But yes, he's from Ukraine and he's called Bile. How much did this cost?
I don't remember. We bought a ton of beer.
It's Ukrainian beer called Bile. Promises to be, and it's cloudy and chunky.
I've had a good life.
Somebody open up, yeah.
I've had a good life.
Remember, viewers, we do this for you so you don't have to. If this beer is terrible, you won't have to find out exactly in what detail terrible is.
Now remember,
we'll
folks,
do it for you.
Earlier, we had a 97-cent Russian beer that was out of this freaking world.
Right?
And Bart found a $2.50 six-pack beer called The Bomb, which has this sort of, weird, funky, Picasso-esque can. So I guess that's how people look when you're drunk.
Should we have shaken that first?
No.
I kind of did it back and forth a little bit.
Anyway, I've had a good life. I'll take first sip.
Alright, who else wants to try Bile?
God.
I'll try some Bile.
John, I want to... Okay.
There you go.
It's almost chunky looking.
It smells like coffee. I'm not even kidding.
I'll bite.
It smells like coffee.
Where did your glass go, sir?
This smells great.
By the way, this is the hand you want to grab beer with.
Yes.
It smells like coffee. I'm suddenly not as scared of this.
Oh, this does kind of have a coffee scent to it.
Coffee and Mary Jane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Smells like Java and herb.
Okay, so it smells like a hippie coffee shop.
Yeah, there's notes of patchouli in there as well. You know that hippie coffee shop you go into?
You can almost smell.
You know.
Full sleeve tattoos, gauged ears.
It doesn't taste like a hippie coffee shop. There's a lack of love in this.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
It kind of has this aftertaste that creeps up and it's holding onto the back of your tongue like a hostage.
Just like communism.
Yes.
Holy crap, this is in fact a communist beer.
It tastes like communism.
When it first hit my tongue and my mouth, I realized that there was liquid there. And I didn't really taste anything. But then I let it sit there and I swallowed it and I realized, dear God, what have I done? And now I'm looking at this and I'm seeing this top quarter inch is lighter. There's clouds in the bottom.
There's this thing of bubbles. I thought it was like a chunk. I was gonna name it Bill.
That's a good name for a chunk.
Well, it's a little citrusy to start, and then it just kind of fades away to this aftertaste of cardboard.
It tastes like sludge.
And I haven't tasted it yet.
Okay.
Okay, so if this beer, you could say of this beer, it might not taste that great, but it's relatively smooth, and you could drink a whole bunch of it. Problem is that it's only 4.7%. So ladies and gentlemen, if you want a mediocre to bad tasting beer to get drunk on, this is not the one.
Here's my thing though. This tastes like... It tastes like how your coolant, when it needs to be changed, smells.
Good to know.
Well,
so...
get my reaction.
On
this is
that note.
This is pretty much the of the Ukraine.
Oh god.
I think that's what this is. I believe this might be the of the Ukraine.
On that note,
I'm smelling the coffee shop for a second. Tattoo parlor.
Yep.
Someone dump this. And rinse it well.
backing up.
Oh! It takes a minute.
Yeah, it does.
It's got that kind of, I just walked past the dumpster kind of funk to the flavor.
Oh,
yes.
And then it's like the little bits of funk that are on the grating that somehow make it into where the storage area gets of like produce or something. You know?
And yet I'm still working on finishing this. I think this is a sign that I am indeed a.
It comes back to haunt you.
See, this is how you know I'm a Bills fan. I'm that level of a masochist that I'm actually going to finish this.
Hey, I'm a Packers fan. I grew up most of my life with disappointment.
I've grown up all of my life with disappointment. Wide right. As close as we've ever
Dude, check that out.
Pranks!
It is, in fact, a communist beer. What you have just witnessed was the domino theory of crappy Ukrainian beer. So, viewers, take it from us. Bile lives up to its name. You should probably avoid it. Unless you are a Bills fan or Packers fan, or really a Detroit fan. Or if you're a Chicago Cubs fan, really have at. Because, I mean, you've set yourself up.
You know.
You have set yourself up for that level of disappointment. Perfect for a Cubs game. Bile. Gracias, pero no gracias, señor. No me gusta.